Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this tonight's good night meditation session. And tonight's topic is transformation of the self. It's a very good topic because I guess everyone wants to change something in themselves, but they don't know how to do it, or they feel they don't have time, but it's basically easy. And transforming the self, it takes the practice to be constantly vigilant on the self. But for that, we have to understand who is the self, who is it that I want to transform, and that I want what I want to change. The self is not this physical body that we see when we see in the mirror. That is just the car. That is just the instrument. The self is something more subtle. It's something different. It is that being of light that lies within the body. And so that is the self that I want to transform. And for that, I have to look inside. I should not look outside. Because when I transform, when I change myself within, everything of the external will change. My physical appearance will change. My behavior will change. My relationship with others will change. And for that, I have to go within the self and change those old habits, patterns that only causes sorrow and pain, and also cause sorrow and pain to others around me. And for that, I have to destroy this old habit, this pattern. Many times I feel that they are necessary. Sometimes we are impatient and we say, this is my nature, but it's not really my nature. My nature is something more loving and peaceful, more subtle. I have to transform myself in that way. And so there are many times when when I base my identity on the physical form, I feel more uptight, more anxious. I start to feel more afraid of things, afraid of the future, afraid of others. I start to feel that I have a low self-esteem or I have too much ego. And then my relationship with others is damaged. So I have to be more introverted. Watch those old habits that is affecting me and change them and transform them. And it only takes practice and maintain that practice of going within, of looking at yourself as a being of light, an eternal being, a being of love, and emerge those pure and divine qualities of love, of peace, and start acting on those qualities. So we will go into moments of silence and look within the self and see what it is that you want to change. See what it is that is affecting you, what is affecting your relationship with others. And start watching it. Be detached Don't get into that fight in trying to force things to happen, but just let it be. Okay, sit, relax, and comfortable, and relax your body, and bring your attention to the center of the forehead, and visualize the being of light, the soul, that shining star, and experience it. It's a invisible being which cannot be seen with the physical eyes, but we can be understood with the mind. Just pay attention to that being of light. That is the eternal being. Within that being, I can emerge my qualities of peace and love. I can experience peace within. As I look at myself, I discover those negative patterns, those negative habits that is affecting me, and it's affecting my relationship with others, and it's affecting my understanding towards life and my vision towards a better future. And I start to pay attention. Maybe I don't have patience. I don't have patience for others. Maybe I have anger, but that is not me. I understand I can change that. I understand that others are also spiritual beings, and that whatever they do, they acting out of ignorance. And so I should not be angry with them. Or maybe I want them to change. When the change had to happen within myself, and I watch and I contemplate myself, and I start realizing what are the changes that I need to make. I want to be more loving to others. I want to be more patient. I want to be benevolent. It is within my power to become this. It is within my power to emerge these qualities and start acting upon them. I see others as spiritual beings, being of light, belonging to the family of souls. like me. And when I see them, when I visualize them in this way, I start to experience that eternal love for all being. My light shining upon them and experiencing that peace and love towards my brothers' souls. And I contemplate and I connect with my family of shining stars. And in that connection, I also connect with the Supreme Being who makes my transformation possible. He too is a being of light, a soul like me, like you. He is the ocean of love. He is the ocean of peace. He is merciful and benevolent. And He is the source who is helping me transform. In this way, from time to time, go within the self and contemplate the divine qualities of the soul and connect with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. And you will start absorbing those qualities and maintain this practice in going within and destroying bad habits and weaknesses of the self. Good night.